Inspiring journey of Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando, born on April 3, 1924, in Omaha, Nebraska, is remembered as one of the most transformative and influential actors in the history of Hollywood. His life journey is not only a testament to the power of raw talent but also a profound example of how art can intersect with activism and humanity. From a turbulent childhood to the pinnacle of cinematic glory, Brando's story is as compelling as the characters he brought to life on screen. Brando's childhood was far from ideal. His father, Marlon Brando Sr., was a stern man who often criticized him, while his mother, Dorothy, battled alcoholism. Despite the instability at home, Brando found solace in nature and developed an intense curiosity about life. His rebellious streak became evident early on, leading him to be expelled from several schools, but it was this very defiance that later fueled his groundbreaking career. When Brando moved to New York City in the 1940s, he discovered the world of acting. He trained at the Actors Studio under the legendary Stella Adler, who introduced him to method acting, a revolutionary technique that emphasized deep emotional connection and authenticity. It was here that Brando began to shape the unique style that would later redefine the art of acting. Brando's breakthrough came with his role as Stanley Kowalski in Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire, 1951. His portrayal was raw, magnetic, and unapologetically human. With his rugged good looks and electrifying performance, Brando shattered the image of the conventional Hollywood leading man, introducing a new kind of masculinity that blended vulnerability and strength. In 1954, Brando delivered another unforgettable performance in Elia Kazan's On the Waterfront as Terry Malloy, a dockworker struggling with his conscience. The iconic line, "I could have been a contender," resonated with audiences worldwide and earned him his first Academy Award for Best Actor. However, his most legendary role came decades later in Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather, 1972. As Don Vito Corleone, Brando transformed a mafia boss into a complex, almost mythical figure. The performance earned him his second Oscar, which he famously declined as a protest against Hollywood's treatment of Native Americans, sending actress and activist Sacheen Littlefeather to the ceremony in his place. Beyond his cinematic achievements, Brando was a passionate activist. He used his fame to advocate for the rights of marginalized communities. He marched for civil rights alongside Martin Luther King Jr., supported the Black Panthers, and championed the cause of Native Americans. His decision to boycott the Oscars was a bold statement that highlighted the injustices faced by indigenous peoples, showcasing his willingness to sacrifice personal glory for a greater cause. Despite his larger-than-life image, Brando was a deeply introspective and often misunderstood individual. His personal life was marred by heartbreak, family tragedies, and financial challenges. He faced criticism for his eccentric behavior and erratic career choices, yet his ability to reinvent himself and push the boundaries of his craft remained unmatched. Brando's complexity extended to his relationships as well. He was a man of contradictions, deeply private yet unafraid to make public statements, intensely creative yet self-critical. These contradictions only added to his mystique, making him one of the most fascinating figures in Hollywood history. Marlon Brando's influence on cinema is immeasurable. He revolutionized acting by prioritizing emotional depth over theatricality, paving the way for future generations of actors like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Daniel Day-Lewis. His roles continue to inspire audiences and remind us of the power of storytelling. Key lessons from Brando's life. Break the mold. Brando's defiance of norms redefined what it meant to be a leading man in Hollywood. Embrace vulnerability. His performances taught us that true strength lies in embracing our imperfections. Use your platform for good. Brando leveraged his fame to fight for social justice, proving that art and activism can go hand in hand. Never stop innovating. His constant reinvention serves as a reminder that growth often requires stepping into the unknown. Marlon Brando passed away on July 1, 2004, leaving behind an indelible mark on cinema and society. His work continues to resonate, not just as entertainment but as a reflection of the human condition. Brando was more than an actor. He was a revolutionary, an activist, and an artist whose legacy will endure for generations. To remember Marlon Brando is to celebrate the power of authenticity, the courage to challenge norms, and the enduring impact of a life lived with passion and purpose.